Havana, the capital city of Cuba. Rich with history, culture and vibrant streets, Cuba is also well known for one other thing, the classic American car. But why are there so many of these classic cars on the streets of Cuba? Well, at the end of the Cuban Revolution in 1959, Fidel Castro, who was the leader of the Cuban government, put a complete ban on all imports of foreign cars and car parts. So a lot of the cars on the streets of Cuba now date way back before the pre-revolutionary times. Now, if you've ever wanted to go in the back of an old American classic car around the colourful streets of Havana, now's your time. Because we're going to go back a few months from when I was in Cuba, jump on a private tour in an old pink Chevrolet. You'll see that we are wearing masks in this video. So at the time, there was a strict requirement for masks to be worn everywhere in Cuba, even in the back of a car. We didn't want to be ending up in a Cuban jail. Now all you need to do is sit back, relax and enjoy the colourful streets of Havana. So this is the start of our tour, and on the right, the pink building, is the Floridita Bar, which is made famous by Ernest Hemingway, the famous American novelist, where he would enjoy his daiquiris.
Inglaterra Hotel. This is the number one hotel in construction in all Havana.
It's also reported to be the oldest in Havana.
Theater. This is the National Ballet here. Now it's closed, you know?
Okay.
Wow. The Capitolium, today for the Cuban Parliament.
Now entering Barrio Chino, Chinatown, which is known locally as the Chinatown without any Chinese people. In the late 1800s there was a huge increase in the Chinese population, but in recent years many of the population have left.
Okay, now this one is the Central Havana, the Capitolio division for all Havana and Central Havana, you know? Now Central Havana. This is the real Cuba. The old Havana, the tourist Cuba, you know?
Tourist Cuba, yeah.
In Havana.
Oh yeah.
You know?
On the left is the tallest church in Cuba, known locally as the Iglesia de Reina. The long name is at the bottom of this video. So we're coming through the real Havana, not the tourist section. In the Havana Botanical Gardens.
Now, listen to me. Just go here, you're walking for peace, okay?
Here we are in Revolution Square. Behind me is Che Guevara, the Argentinian that was fundamental for the revolution of Cuba. Over there we have Sanfuego, who was one of Castro's best friends, and we are in the Revolution Square, where Castro gave his speeches to the many hundreds of thousands. Behind me is the memorial for Jose Martin, who is considered the kingpin of the revolution, I think. Back in the 1800s, the war against Spain. He's classed as the big brain who won it for them.
Okay, listen to me. Here, in the Revolution Square, before Fidel Castro started here, he's talking 8 hours.
Yeah.
He's talking for the people, you know.
Yeah.
The people here, Fidel Castro here, okay? Inside the monument, this is the offices for the new president now, Miguel Diaz-Canel, okay?
Before we move on, I just want to give you some information about our tour and tour guide. We found our tour guide outside our hotel in the Central Park area of Havana. You'll see at the end of this video a video of me showing you all the classic cars lined up ready to whisk you away. To hire the car was $30 US for 1 hour, and I don't think you can come to Havana without going in a classic car. Oh yeah.
El son de Cuba traigo yo, apúrense que el son llegó. El son de Cuba traigo yo, porque la fiesta ya empezó. La fiesta sigue toda la noche con este ritmo.
Just past the John Lennon statue, where there's a woman that works full-time to protect his glasses. This building here is the North Korean Embassy.
El son de Cuba traigo yo, apúrense que el son llegó. El son de
The cardio hospital. North Korea.
El son de Cuba traigo yo, porque la fiesta ya empezó. Ya empezó.
This is Fidel Castro's old house.
The name is complete.
Centro Castro. This building here is the Malecon 5-star luxurious hotel, situated in the Vedado area of Havana, right next to the Malecon promenade, which will be going down shortly.
Centro Comercial Shopping.
Okay.
Yo le traigo mi son son. Si yo te traigo mi rico son, que yo le traigo mi son
Riding down the Malecon. The Malecon is a popular promenade along the seafront of Havana. It offers beautiful views over the sea and the city.
This one will go to Miami.
That way, yeah.
Yes. United States Embassy.
Passing the United States Embassy. This
Because of the history between Cuba and Spain, the Spanish embassy gets very busy with Cubans trying to obtain Spanish citizenship, so there's normally a huge queue outside the embassy. Museum of the Revolution.
And the building, this one, ballet school. It's the big one, ballet school in Havana. In front, the National Art Museum. In front, the Sevilla Hotel. Unfinished.
As you can see, the choice of classic car tours is plentiful here outside the Central Park in Havana. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 35 cars here, all waiting for your custom. This is the rooftop terrace of our hotel, the Iberostar Park Central, overlooking the Capitol building. You're looking forward to it to Varadero, babe?
Yes, very excited.
You're looking forward to 3 hours in a 1950 Chevrolet with no seatbelts?
Not so much. No. Hopefully he drives a bit slower this time.
I'm looking forward. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of the Cuban Classic cars. In this clip you can see us on the way to Varadero, and I have videos on my channel on this trip already. There are a few more Havana videos for me to upload, and I hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.